Next, what else?
Is there going to be another West Bruce Jr. Lang tour?
Jack Bruce died, man.
Bruce Jr.
Did you know that? Did you know that Jack Bruce died? It's a shame. That's a very sore spot. I had a picture of Jack, I think, the day before he died. And it's very sad. But on a new album, I recorded a version of Spoonful. I think it was in Poughkeepsie, New York. And Jack was recording with me in the studio, and I guess the promoter heard that, wow, Jack Bruce is in town. Leslie, we think they do an improv set tomorrow night. It was a Friday night. We want to know about Saturday night. So Jack said, yeah, he'd love to. So we went and recorded. My engineer, Paul Ruffino, had the bright idea to record it on a stereo deck. And so my producer and myself, my engineer, Mike Goldberg, we edited, oh, that's him. So we edited it down to 7 minutes and something, so I have a tribute to Jack on there with Spoonful. And when I listen to it, I get tears in my eyes because the guy knew what I was going to do before I was going to do it, musically. And sometimes I knew what he was going to do before, but it's a really great track and tribute to him on Soundcheck.
I don't think you realize when you play that harmonic.
Yeah, I do realize that. You know what else I realize? Yeah.
When you hit that harmonic, think of Imaginary Western. That's it. Thief from Imaginary Western. You hit that harmonic. That's very, very nice. Your harmonic on Thief from
Motherfucker! Really?
That's the right answer.
Anybody else?
That's the right answer.
What's the answer?
What you just played.
Thank you.
That's what you played, the right answer.
Who's got a question?
Go ahead.
When you decided to keep going with Mountain after Felix was killed, did you get a lot of flack for doing it?
Well, Felix quit the group long before that.
Right.
So the only flack was his wife shot him with a gun. So you don't want to give your wife a gun. Right? Mike, is the game all the way up on there?
Yeah.
No, it was very difficult to play with Felix at that time. His wife got really involved with him to the point where it was negative rather than positive. I heard that, I think even though we lost a lot of great musicians in the last year, Johnny Winter and Jack Bruce and Joe Cocker, but Felix's wife, they found dead in Mexico, so that was not a great loss at all.
Yeah.
I was thrilled. Nobody knew who the fuck she was. She was there looking probably for drugs in Mexico. And, yeah. A lot of great people died this year. In fact, on the new album, Soundcheck, my wife Jenny wrote a great poem to honor Johnny Winter. Because I played on Johnny's last album. There's a track on there, Long Tall Sally, I did. And on my last album, Johnny did a song with me, I think, what is it, Mike Dead?
Busted
Disgusted and Dead. And so, Johnny liked the way it sounded so much, I turned him on to Metal Mike, and Mike mixed Johnny's album. He got a Grammy for it, so that was very good for him. I got shit, but he got a Grammy.
Thanks to you, Big Daddy.
Go ahead. We're having fun now. Go ahead.
You use the front pickup much now that you have a guitar that has them on it?
Say it again?
Are you using the front pickup much now that you have a guitar that has 2 pickups?
Well, yeah, I used the one pickup guitar. This one I just used tonight to, fool around. Yeah, that's the front pickup. And I use the treble pickup a lot for this is called Long Red, this Long red flowing through my mind, being here, dreaming there to pieces all the time. Bright red is the chains of gray. I have won you, I'm lost forever from today. Long Red was a song that actually sampled, well, thank you very much. Yeah, Jay-Z used it to write 99 Problems, and he used Billy Squire's song, The Big Beat, and he combined the two of them. Now, when I wrote the song in '69, believe me, there was no hip-hop. So, Jay-Z was first to sample it, and then Kanye West sampled it and used for 2 songs. And what they sampled was, we recorded live at the Fillmore, and you could hear me in the beginning of the song, Long Red, louder, louder. So 400 and some odd different records have sampled that. If you go to whosampled.com, and they'll tell you what minute and what second and what song they use on my samples, which is pretty amazing because it was a long time ago, and not just rap guys, but Lana Del Rey sampled it on a song called Born to Die or something, and it sold 3 million some of my copies. Except they never paid me, so she's gonna get sued. Just letting you know, it's not, her producer said that, well, he didn't use my voice, he just did it to sound like me. But I don't know if he can sound like me. Louder! Anyway, it's so you never know when you write a song what's going to happen years later, man. 1969 to now. Billy Squire actually, he's got more samples than anybody. So between me and him, two white guys, and it's a lot of fun, man. Looking at my wall, I see platinum albums for Kanye West, Common, Jay-Z, and yeah. Write songs. You all play guitar? Anybody play guitar out there? No?
Drummer.
Not one, two guitar players in the whole lot? Three?
This much. I play like that much.
You? You? No, really, what's your real profession? You a dentist?
Warehouse owner, really.
Oh, okay. Hey, man, yeah, so if you play guitar, write some songs. It's a great equalizer, I think. I play a little bit of a song from the new album. It's called People Get Ready by Curtis Mayfield and there's a train a-coming, picking up passengers from coast to coast. All you need is faith in the diesel humming. Just get your ticket and thank the Lord. So people get ready, there's a train a-coming, picking up passengers from coast to coast. All you need is faith, hear that diesel humming. So just get your ticket and thank the Lord. I've been playing that song for quite a few years, even with Mountain, and I figured why not try to do it. Jeff Beck did a great job with Rod Stewart, and I didn't want to copy any of what they were doing, so I tried to do it in my own way. I dedicated it to a guy named Bobby Pace. You might see his name in the album. And he was my first group road manager. The Vagrants was my first group. I've been lucky. I've only been in 3 groups: Mountain, West Bruce, and Lang, and that. The only thing is, we couldn't get a hit record. And we tried, man. We really tried. So along comes this guy, Felix Pappalardi, and Atlantic Records sent him over. And he comes in with, he's got this bandana around his neck, mustache, he looked like Speedy Gonzalez or something. And he was going to produce us. So he did produce 2 singles, and nothing happened with them. And then 2 years later, I'm picking up an album. I see this was Disraeli Gears by Cream, produced by Felix Pappalardi. So I said to my brother Larry, who was the bass player in the Vagrants, I said, "How come we don't sound like Cream?" He says, "We suck. We don't practice enough." why don't you go practice? So I started to practice. And I went to the Village Theater, which became the Fillmore East. And my brother says, let's go to see Cream, but let's take some acid. Oh my God. When the curtain opened and I heard them play, it was like, I wanted to quit. So I started, really buckling down, rehearsing more than 10 minutes a day. I started, maybe 20 minutes a day. No, but that was a game changer for me. But yeah, Fillmore East and the Fillmore West was actually Mountain's first gig. And it was headlined by Jack Bruce and Friends and Johnny Winter, and then on the bottom, Mountain. And I was scared to death. But that was the beginning of it. I met Jack Bruce then, and he had left Cream, and he put this group together, and I think John McLaughlin was the guitar player. You heard of John McLaughlin with you guys? So Jack says to me, Liz, can you go show John what kind of amp you're using? He seems to only get this clean jazzy sound. I'm looking for something with more bowls, like yours. I said, you want me to go tell John McLaughlin what to use? What? He said, yeah, I told him you were going to help him. I said, Jesus Christ, okay. I go, oh yeah, sure, no problem. I didn't know what I was doing. But I did tell him, try this amp and try getting this kind of tone. Incredible guitar player, but, you want a little of the balls in your... that's from? What is it? Close Encounters. Yeah, when the mothership came over and landed, you heard. Everybody. That was called actually. That was called the Whole Mountain King, and it's a classical piece. But most people think it was from a classical piece called Peter and the Wolf, but it's not. It's called the Whole Mountain King, and it's the only classical song I know. The biggest influence was probably Keith Richards, Eric Clapton, Jimi Hendrix, Jimmy Page. Yeah.
Where's your favorite place to play?
Vintage Vinyl. Yeah. My favorite place to play in New York or anywhere.
Love the days.
We played, I have to say this, Nebworth in London is the big festival they have every year. It's like 100, 200,000 people. And then Nuremberg we played where, I don't know if you ever saw the big wall where Hitler stood up there and he had a big audience. That was what is now a concert field, but it's right in back of U.S. Air Force. We have barracks over in Germany. And seeing all those soldiers that came to see us play at the open air festivals. And there's quite a few. Each country sort of had one. Nebworth was England, and in France there's one too. But I think Nebworth and the German open air festival. It's great. Yeah, New York was Carnegie Hall. Mountain got to play, well, not really Mountain, it was West Bruce and Lang.
What about Atlanta Pop?
Yeah, that was something else.
Leslie.
The Atlanta Pop Festival is a show on Showtime now, a biop called Jimi Hendrix, The Electric Church. And it's about the Atlanta Pop Festival. I became friendly with his sister Janie, and she did this, bio documentary on what it was like to play there. They had actually, I think, some better acts at Atlanta Pop than at Woodstock, or more. And it was 120 degrees on the field that day. But she wanted to know what Jimmy sounded like, and I said there wasn't a time when Jimmy never sounded really good. But on that day, it was so hot, and it didn't bother him at all. And the crowd, I mean, really. But if you watch that documentary on Showtime, I think you'll learn something from it. All right.
Leslie, will you be playing like a little more of an active role in that metal show? Like, sort of like on the bench with them?
I'm the announcer on that metal show.
That's definitely, but I'd like to see you up there with the knowledge that you have.
Yeah, boys and girls, it's time for that metal show. Is that what you're talking about? If you look on the thing, the first, I call Howard Stern because they asked me to do it, and I just didn't want to say, hey, the metal show with Jim Florentine, Eddie Trunk. I wanted something a little funny. So Howard knew that the stutter voice. He says, why don't you start it by stuttering, and then go into your announce. So at the end of the show, it says, announcer Leslie West, and then it says, announcer advisor Howard Stern. So I owe him for that, but I think the show starts in March. I'm not sure. I hope they have me back.
Great interview on Stern the other day.
When you did Woodstock, I heard from an interview I think you did, that when you came on, you scared the bejesus out of a lot of people there. They weren't ready for you. Was that true?
Wait, say that again? Woodstock.
When you played at Woodstock.
Yeah.
It was like, I think it was 9 o'clock. You played like 11 song set.
I think we came on just as it started to get dark.
And I heard that you scared the bejesus out of a lot of people when you played. Was that like that? People weren't ready for you?
I don't know what they were ready for, but the Dead went on before us, and they asked for, can you do me a favor? I'm trying to talk here. I lost my place. Oh yeah, the Grateful Dead came on before us. They wanted a do-over. They weren't happy with the way they sounded, but there was not enough time to
I mean,
obviously do
imagine
it.
like them playing and all of a sudden you just blew everybody away at night.
I don't know if we blew everybody away, but
Yes, you
Creedence came on 10 years after. I think Janis Joplin. I'm not sure, but that was the nicest night, weather-wise, and it was warm. Friday night it rained, and they called it Mudstock. It's terrible. And the only reason we were on that show is we had the same agent as Jimmy. And Jimi Hendrix's agent, Ron Terry, must have said, yeah, you can have Jimmy, but you have to take this unknown group, they're just starting out from New York. And I guess they force-fed us down their throat, but it worked out. Even though we weren't in the movie Woodstock 2 we were on. In the 40th anniversary box set, they found our film and 2 of the songs in there on video. And it was mixed by Eddie Kramer, Jimmy's producer, so they may even have that box set here. Last time I had, do you know if they have, you know which one I'm talking about? The box.
We may or
Woodstock
may
and
not.
Suede.
Yeah, I think maybe not, but I'll check.
Yeah, that would be great, man. All right, so what are we going to do here?
We're going to put a table up there and we'll let you
Oh,
decide.
good.